Right, welcome back to Smithy's over 100 golf courses in a year. Today it's Monday the 1st of August. I'm in Wales for about 7 to 10 days, and today we're playing at Kenfig Golf Club. This is course number 119 this year, and it's going to be in the Mizuno Pairs event. So because it's a competition, I can't film while I'm playing, so I've already been out this morning, so we're just going to go and film the course now and have a wee look round. So let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 119 of 2022. It's Kenfig Golf Club. On the tee, the man watching all the fuss about these so-called lionesses, wondering what the Scottish team should be called. The Sengas, from Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. Let's look up the first at Kenfig. Starting off with a par 4 at 351 yards. And it's rising up over the crest, and then it's going to fall down a wee bit. Get into the green at the first once you come over the top. That's the tee shot of the second hole at Kenfig. It's a longer par 4, 413 yards. Level to start off with, and it's going to dog-legged round to the right. That's a look down to the second green at Pyle. Bunker on the right hand side. Fairways are running very fast, quite dry. Let's look at the third hole, 330 yards. It's gone up the hill again, over the crest, and then it's up in the right hand side. And this is a look at the green at the third. Approaching it, a few bunkers around. It stays flat once you've reached the top of the hill. Let's look at the fourth hole, first of par 3s, 153 yards. A couple of bunkers either side. We sort of gully just in front of the green. That's the tee shot at the fifth. It's a par 5, 475 yards. It's going to dog leg round to the right. I played this morning and it's actually quite reachable in 2. I wasn't far off the green in 2. Let's look down to the green, protected by the bunkers at the par 5 fifth. I've used the Swansea Bay in the background. This is the sixth at Kenfig, second at par 3s, 145 yards. Slight rise up. That's a lovely green, 4 bunkers that you can see surrounding it at the front there. That's the seventh hole here at Kenfig, 343 yards. It's going to dog leg to the left further up. And this is the view down to 7 once you come round the dog leg. Eighth hole at Kenfig. 391 yards. Going to dog leg down to the left. That's the view from the tee. This is a shot down to the green at the 8th. Bunkers guarding it on the left hand side. Oh, we just arrived at the end of the front nine, the 9th hole, par 5, 488 yards. Mainly downhill. That's a closer look down at the green on the 9th. It looks much shorter off the tee than once you're actually playing it. It seems to be a wee bit longer. Aye, so that's the green, the 9th green, so that's the end of the front 9. Now we're going to go 10th tee, going to go across the road. So the course is essentially in 2 loops either side of the road. Here we go, look right, look left, look right again. We're going across towards the 10th over here. They started back 9 at Kenfig, 357 yards, par 4, rising slightly up, and the flags, you can actually see the flag in the distance, it's a straight one. And this is a view down the 11th at Kenfig, par 5, 454 yards. It's an absolute beauty. A couple of big bunkers there sitting right in the middle of the fairway, then it dog legs to the left and slightly up the hill, and it's a fantastic green up to the top left. You can see it away in the distance there. And this is a look up towards the 11th green. I'm just away at the side, so I've got players coming up the fairway, so I'm just getting out of their way. Yeah, no, it's terrific. Bunkers, real sloping green. That's a look down at the 11th green, way back down the fairway. It's the 12th hole at Kenfig. This part of the course there's no room for error at all, lots of ferns around. This is par 3, 190 yards. Slightly up the hill, it's a long way. Get what's into the wind as well today. That's a look down at the 13th. Par 4, 349 yards. I've got the sea away in the background for par round. Swansea Bay away up there. I'll just look back down at the 12th green. But yeah, this is the drive, and it's quite tight, and then it's going to dogleg sharply to the right. So it's the only hole this morning where I blobbed, lost my ball in the rough. And this is a look down at the 13th green. Once the dogleg opens out, surrounded by little dunes, a little amphitheatre. Down at the 13th green from behind it, where the dogleg comes in. Lovely wee amphitheatre of a green. The 14th, it's a dogleg, 335 yards. It's going to dogleg quite sharply to the right, so you can either take the Tiger line or the Bryson DeChambeau line away there, or like me, straight down the middle. And we'll have another look at the hole later on as the dogleg comes out. But we'll just, from this elevated tee, we'll have a wee look around. That's Port Talbot over there. A view around Swansea Bay. Right round. There's a look up at the green at the 14th. It's quite a tight green, and a big bunker in the left hand side, so you've got to come in on the right really. This is up behind the 14th green. It's a cracking green, but just look at the view, the backdrop. It just looks absolutely superb from here. The 15th at Pyle and Kenfig, par 3, 184 yards. And I'd just like to say earlier on, I was nearest the pin earlier, 9 foot 3 away, and rolled it in for a 2. Go me, birdie. A closer look at the 15th green. I'm thinking to myself, how on earth did I birdie this? I put it to 9 foot away. Brilliant shot from me for a birdie this morning. 16th at Pyle and Kenfig, 405 yards, par 4, mainly downhill. 17th at Pyle and Kenfig, 416 yards. And a slight dogleg, got to play out to the right, and then it's going to go up the hill. It's a tough hole, this one, long one. Here's a look down a final hole at Pyle and Kenfig, the 18th. Par 4, 365 yards, relatively straight, some punishing rough either side here. Been on both sides this morning. That's me just finished on 18 at Pyle and Kenfig. That's a lovely course, it's in tremendous condition. Big thing about it, the greens are superb shapes. When you play the front nine's a lot flatter, not as humpy bumpy, a wee bit more straightforward. And then when you come across the road, it's 2 loops of 9. When you come across the road and play in the back 9, and you start getting in the dunes, it's absolutely superb. From holes 11 through to 15 are stupendous holes, every single one of them. A great stretch of golf. And then you come, the last few holes again, you're coming out into more of the flat stuff. But no, it's a thoroughly enjoyable round today. So I was playing the Mizuno Pairs event, 34 points for me. So decent round, 1 birdie. But yeah, course is lovely. What we're going to give it will be a 9 out of 10 for me. Thank you very much.